The morning sun shimmered on the Nile like liquid gold as young Sneferu sat by the riverbank. He wasn't just any child, and he was Egypt's little heir to the throne. The high priest approached solemnly. "Sneferu, the Nile spoke in a dream. You will not become pharaoh until you prove worthy before your 12th birthday." Sneferu's eyes widened. "But how can I? I know nothing of ruling." The priest smiled. "Seek wisdom and adventure. The goddess Bastet will guide you." That night, a black cat with golden eyes appeared before him. "I am Bastet, guardian of kings. From now on, I'll be your guide. Remember, Pharaoh is known not by his robes, but by his deeds." And so began the journey of the little pharaoh Sneferu, a tale measured not in years, but in courage. Sneferu escaped the palace in disguise to see how common people lived. He wandered through fields until he met a boy singing to the Nile while plowing. His name was Hapi, cheerful though poor. When his plow broke, Sneferu helped him fix it. "A prince working with his hands?" gasped Hapi. Sneferu laughed. "Hands that don't work can't value bread." As they worked, a storm blew in and Sneferu fell into a canal. Hapi pulled him out, both soaked and laughing. When the guards found them, Sneferu said, "He saved me. He's my friend, not my servant." From that day, Hapi joined his adventures. One day, they followed Bastet into the desert seeking the Stone of Wisdom. A sandstorm raged, blinding them. "We're doomed!" cried Hapi. Sneferu remembered the priest's words. Patience opens the desert's path. They huddled beside a rock as Bastet dug a small hole to shelter them. When the storm cleared, a glowing golden flower appeared. "This is the flower of mercy," said Bastet. "It heals those who heal others." Sneferu took it back to the village and placed it by a sick girl. She recovered at once. The Nile seemed to smile upon him. Then came a sudden flood. "Don't run," Sneferu shouted. "Let's guide the Nile's power." He dove into the water, building mud walls with the villagers. "A prince covered in mud," laughed the workers. "It's Egypt's mud," Sneferu replied, "more precious than gold." When the flood subsided, the village was safe. "A ruler is known not by his color, but by what he builds," he said. While fishing one morning, a crocodile overturned their boat. Hapi panicked, but Sneferu held a long stick and said calmly, "I won't harm you, mighty one. Let us pass in peace." The crocodile circled once, then sank beneath the water. Later, Sneferu found a small clay crocodile on the shore. "Even beasts honor those who face fear with courage," said Bastet. That night, a dream called Sneferu to the Great Pyramid. Inside, torches flickered along ancient carvings. Suddenly, the door sealed behind them. "A curse!" cried Hapi. "No," said Sneferu. "Darkness fears those with light in their hearts." He lit a torch and read, "The just king hears his people's silence before their cries." The pyramid doors opened, releasing them to the dawn. Later, two boys argued over a golden jar. "It's mine," said one. "No, I found it first," said the other. Sneferu thought, then said, "Whoever gives it up shall keep it." After a pause, one boy said, "Give it to him, he wants it more." Sneferu smiled. "The one without greed deserves the gold." One morning, the sky turned dark. The sun had vanished. The priest cried that a shadow monster had stolen Ra's eye. Sneferu climbed the black mountain, faced the storm, and shouted, "I won't return without the light." He fought the beast of shadows, seized the golden eye, and restored it to the temple. The sun shone again, and the people cheered. "The boy who returned Ra's light shall brighten Egypt forever," said the priest. In peace once more, Sneferu declared a festival for the Nile. Children and workers planted flowers along the banks. "The Nile gives us life," he said. "Let's give it love." They offered honey and blossoms as Bastet sang an ancient hymn. That night, the river glowed golden, teeming with rainbow fish. "When we love nature," Sneferu said, "it loves us back." At last, the people gathered at the great temple. The high priest placed the crown on Sneferu's head. "By the Nile and the sun, we crown the just Pharaoh." Sneferu stood before his people and declared, "I will not rule above you. I will serve among you. I'll hear the small before the great and sow light before stone." The crowd roared in joy. Bastet purred proudly. That night, Sneferu sat once more by the Nile. "The journey isn't over," he whispered. "It's just begun, for justice never ends." The Little Pharaoh Sneferu, where courage builds kingdoms and kindness writes history.